what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, babe.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go from Oakland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Setting up a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Offense up to the line fast. To throw here on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 13. Hauled in left side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Throw on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Back now, pressure on its way. Finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on. It turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Here's a give up the middle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Look at this, the tight end getting a carry here. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
They send a man in motion. On first down, they'll run. And he's able to fight this down to the 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Another carry for him. And he gets in, touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running this one left.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 69 with 69, Mustang 19. Check. 79 Bronco. Ready?
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Off to the back, and he has enough room to gain about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 6 now. Catch made left side by McConkey, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Trap 60.
On 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Before they run a play on 4th and 3, they decide to take a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Buying some time right. Completes a DK Metcalf. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first. Throwing now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 43. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a... there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Forced out to his... Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long for him here. He fires one deep down the left side. Big gain downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's brought down after a decent gain. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They're lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Here we go, Shaq.
Going power with the big tight end. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Not the position we normally see him lined up in, Brock, but showing that he can be a pretty good H-back, too, by getting that one to the end zone.
Yeah, and I must say, pretty good job by the offensive staff of moving these chess pieces around. That's so critical down in the red zone. Move your pieces around to a favorable position, and you might just get checkmate.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. That one's complete right side. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. From the 31. is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go now. 65 Jack. 65 Jack. Hurt.
Throwing now on first down. Cut out left. And this one doesn't go far. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
19 tight. Go.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Gets this to McConkey. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Buffalo 18. 19 right. Trap 60. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
They'll throw it again. He finds McConkey. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 20 on second down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's loaded another one up. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay big. This receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Pass play now. He has the first over the middle. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Mustang 19. 79 Bronco.
He'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go. Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
One final shot before halftime. He fires one deep down the middle. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. That throw behind his intended target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds McConkey. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they they had this down to the 11 before being marked down. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
The give here on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Simple dive up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
60-6.
Back to throw it. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Buys time, rolling right. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Right up the gut. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 14. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. Now he's past the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dumped off to his running back. Breaks the tackle, still going. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ready? 79 Broncos. 40, 70. Go street.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. From the 40 on second down. This one falls incomplete. Defender's smart there to get a hand on that one. And now it's 3rd and short.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing it again here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Here's a throw. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They give it to him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. On the move, headed right. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And we are still tied in the 4th.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
He'll throw it. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Check, go!
They'll run here on first down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now!
Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Set!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. After 50
2nd and 10 now. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
25-yard line.
70 range. Set up!
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on first down. Hits his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go!
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Oakland. Raiders going for the win here. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready!
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining his blocker.
And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Raiders have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw. He finds McConkey. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. setting up to pass. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. He'll look to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Still sticking with the passing game. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
They are throwing it again. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. To throw. He connects downfield on 4. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Oh, it's no good. Wow, they got the touchdown. They chose to play for the tie and not the lead. They're going to remain down by 1 after they miss. Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's throwing deep to the left side. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play, and now they're looking at 4th and 10. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew